Well, welcome back, YouTubers and followers of Rudgy, aka the Doctor. Exciting times. Um, as you know, if you follow the site regular, I've been working my little socks off so I can go back to Kefalonia in February, early March. If you just stumbled across me, either by viewing the boat or you've just seen something you liked, please hit the subscribe button. You won't be disappointed. And it's helping me enormously. So, why am I wearing this hat? Well, somebody said the other day they missed the cowboy hats that I wear when I'm out in Greece. The reason I wear those is because it's very hot and sunny and it keeps the sun off the back of my neck, basically. That's the main reason. And I like a cowboy hat and it seems to go with the environment. I'm just looking over there because what a beautiful day. Look at that. Just lifting the boat back in over there. Anyway, I digress. Yes, so cowboy hats. This hat used to belong to my father who passed away last year. So my sister gave it me, and it was something that he really, really wanted, and didn't really get to wear it very much, I don't think. So I've modified it slightly. I don't know whether my dad would be impressed with that. Turned it into a sort of cowboy hat vibe. So Jenny, if you're watching, I'm wearing it. I should be taking it out to Greece with me. So yeah, there you go, guys. Cowboy hat for you. So what's the video about this week? Well, as you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day here in downtown Gampton. Yeah, lovely day. There's the old Joro over there, rotting away. What a shame. So, I've got a day off because the guy who runs the outfit that I've been contracting to worked too hard yesterday, decided he didn't want to go in. And that was fine with me, I'd got things to do. So, one of them was editing this video. I've decided I'm going to get serious about selling my home, Sovereign Bay, the boat in the UK. I've had a few offers to Sofa Surf and one offer of a house, I think. I don't know yet, we'll have to see. For when I come back in the winter months. Because I'm only going to be here for 2 or 3 months at the most. And eventually I hope to not come back at all apart from to see my mother and a few friends for a month or two over Christmas. So the boat is now becoming a bit of a liability. It's a nice boat and I don't want it going downhill like Joro did. So I'd rather sell it on to somebody who can look after her and enjoy it the way I have. It's a very capable boat, as you'll see in the pictures. I've had a lot of fun with it. It was a boyhood dream, so I'm very sad to see it go. But, you know, times move on. So, yeah, that's what this week's video is about, really, me selling the boat. So without further ado, because some of you may have just tuned in to view the boat, so without further ado, let's have a look around Sovereign Bay, shall we, and see what she's all about. Well, here we go. It's looking like things are getting a bit more serious in my home in Kefalonia. I've been offered a very nice house to rent. I'm looking at buying a car, as some of you who watch the site regular will know. And those of you who watch the site regular will also know that I own that beautiful boat there, Sovereign Bay. And you'll also know, if you watch the site on a regular basis, that I was going to sell her. Well, now I've got a bit more serious, so I may take an offer. I don't really want to part with it, but needs must. It's the only big asset I've got. I've been offered an alternative arrangement when I come back to work, if I come back to work. So what have we got? Well, she's a 38 foot, I think she's 41 overall with the davits, but 38 foot, 1981 Princess Flybridge yacht. She's got two 180 Mermaid turbos, diesel engines, which are very smoky when they're cold, but it's not oil or anything like that. They just don't burn the diesel very efficiently when they're cold, apparently. The one thing I would do if I was going to keep her would be that I'd have the fuel scrubbed, which will help, because the fuel's been in there a long time. As you can see, she's got a big fiberglass dinghy hung off the back, which could do with a clean. You're going to have to excuse the mess. We've just gone through winter and things have been stowed in various places. So let's have a look and see what's what. As I said, there's the dinghy. There's a little mariner there. I can't remember what horse that is, but it's only a little thing. That'll go with it. Let's go up on the fly bridge. So up here, I've never actually steered the boat from downstairs. Under this cover, I won't take it off now because as you can see the wind's ripped it. I'm going to try and get that repaired. Under here you've got all your instrumentation, so you can pilot the boat from up here. I've even got a plotter that goes on the corner there to go with the boat, and as you can see you get all round visibility from up here. See every single corner of the boat. You've got plenty of fenders. Could do with a clean now, but like I say, we've just gone through the winter. There's seating there and there. These seats all fold down so you can do some sunbathing up here. Plenty of room for sunbathing down there, as you can see. Radar reflector and radar was all working last time we went out, which was last year actually. Went to Torquay. There is a life thing there, but that hasn't been serviced for many a year, so I wouldn't rely on that. Now, in this cupboard here, we've got a diesel heater, which is, yes, it's a Chinese one, but it works very well. There's various lockers down there. There's a huge great lazarette in here. Let's pull this up. There you go. As you can see, that lazarette is massive. Now, the reason that's so big is on the 41-foot boat, that is the bedroom. As you can see, there's a 4-horse Yamaha outboard. That'll be going with it. There's a pressure washer. That'll be going with it. Pretty much everything you see goes with the boat. Now, gas bottles. I have every regulator you can imagine, because gas has been difficult to get this year. So I've got all those bottles. I'll go with the boat. There is a gas locker there for the smaller bottles. You could modify it and get that bottle in. Actually, it just needs the seat raising up slightly and a little bit cutting out of the side of the boat so you can tip the bottle in. That would work. There's a table and chairs down there that go out here, which is all very nice. Let's put this back down again. So yeah, there's cushions that go on there, but they need recovering really. The upholstery is very tired on this boat, and I just haven't had time to do anything with it. So let's have a walk around the outside. As you can see, there's good grab rails on here. This year a boat only had the safety cables, didn't have the rails. Now, windscreen wipers. It needs new arms, as you can see up there. But if you went to a classic car spares day, that's where you'll get those from. You don't have to go through the marine thing, but I mean they're not expensive, those aren't. It's all these little jobs that I was part way through when I started the Greek project. Now up here we've got the winch for the anchor. It came originally, I think, all them years ago with that anchor there. I was given this one, which is way too heavy for the boat, but you know, I figured the bigger the anchor the better. There's 100-foot of chain in the locker as well. So that's the outside. We've got the electric meter and shore power cables. They'll all go with the boat. She's got two, actually, that's another point while we're here. These lines she's probably over roped, but we do get knocked about down here. So you've got all the lines that you can see that are on the boat now, and there are 2 more 30-foot lengths of this up in the flybridge locker. I usually keep 2 nice lines for when I go out. That means you can leave all the other stuff alongside. So that's the outside of the boat. You've got these 2 sliding doors slide apart. They are getting a bit old now, but I do have some spares to refurb them. But I was going to get a double glazing window company to come and put some new ones in, because that's all really they are. I've got various boat hooks, some oars for the dinghy. The ladder is for when the boat comes out and goes ashore. I found it's just the right size, but you could probably get rid of that if you didn't need it. Some more spare ropes there. So that's the outside of the boat. Oh, there's a little Honda generator down there, but it will need servicing. It hasn't been run for over a year, so I wouldn't think it will run now. Usually if you leave it for 12 months you have to clean the carburetor out, but I did use it 2 years ago when we had a power cut down there, and it was fine. It ran everything on the boat without any problems. So that's the outside of the right. So inside the boat, this is looking out of the stern. Right now down here there used to be a bench seat like this. I still have that. It's in storage at the moment. I was using it to put my telly on, because obviously I live on my own. I didn't need the extra room, but I've still got it, so that will come with the boat. Unfortunately that telly is borrowed because mine started playing up. So that won't be staying. The sound surround system, which works off 240, that can stay. I can't take that to Greece really. The table, let's see if I can get a better picture of it. It's called the Mermaid. You can look them up online if you want. That can stay with the boat, but if somebody didn't want it, I'd find a way of getting it to Greece, because my mum and dad brought me that. My dad passed away recently, so it's got sentimental value, but I would leave it with the boat because I think it sort of goes with it. So on the starboard side you've got an L-shaped bench seat. Now back in the day there used to be a table, well, I don't know whatever happened to it, that wound down and you could fill that in and get another berth there. But I don't have the table anymore. It didn't come with the boat, so I brought this coffee table here, and obviously that's, like I say, that would be extra seats, and I still have the stuff to do that. The upholstery's a bit tired now. In my view, it really needs all the soft furnishings replacing. The headliner it's seen better days really, although some people seem to like its finish. The patina, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so there's some electric heaters for when you're on shore power. They will stay with the boat. Pretty much everything you see is staying, unless somebody buys it and doesn't want it, and then I'll have to get rid of it somehow. So up here in the downstairs station, it's pretty self-explanatory. You've got a bench there to sit on. You've got all your instrumentation repeated. You've got that all upstairs basically, except for things like how much fuel you've got. Oh no, I think it shows the fuel upstairs. I can't remember now offhand, but it's got the water temperature, oil pressure, rev counters, and all that's upstairs. But I don't think it shows how much fuel or water you've got on board. You've got your hours there that the engines have run. You've got the old VHF, that works, but I have got another one that goes upstairs. You've got all your 12-volt panel there. Auto helm is there. I don't know whether it's showing up very well. Hang on, let's see if I can get a light on that for you. Just so happens that I have one. There you go, that's your auto helm. Depth finder, anchor drag, plotter, tells you where you are. Another depth finder over there. Nav-Tex. Now the Nav-Tex, it comes on, but I can't get it to load the paper, so But you know, we've got more modern things that we can use now. In fact, you can use your phone for a lot of stuff. She's got 2 bilge pumps, one midships, one in the engine room. That's the switches for those, and the kill buttons for the engines. And your crossover for your batteries, if you get a flat battery, you press that, there's a clunk sound and it runs on the leisure batteries, then you can fire it up off that. Those 2 switches there's 2 hair dryers, 12 volt hair dryers the guy who owned it before me fitted, and they demist the window. So it works quite well actually. Anyway, that's that. Let's go down into the galley. Oh, and underneath here is where the engines are. I won't pull that up now because I haven't got the time at the moment. If somebody wants to see those, message me and I'll show you. There's a little twin tub there, runs off the mains. You could run it off an inverter. Big enough to do a pair of jeans and a couple of t-shirts and some smalls. It will do that in one go. You have to run hot water into it. I usually put it in the shower because it will drain out into the shower, and you can put the hot water from the shower head into it. So that works quite well. You've got 2 sinks, hot and cold running water. The boat now has a 50 litre capacity on the hot water. I put a 50 litre calorifier in 2 years ago now because the 25 litre wasn't big enough. There's a microwave. Somebody cut that out because that used to be the cocktail cabinet, but now the microwave's in there. It's got a grill as well. That works off 240. Plenty of storage for your bits and bobs. There's a fridge there. Now, I have a spare one of those that came out of an old camper van I've got, so that will go with the boat as well. So you've got 2 fridges, one for spares. 4-burner gas hob. There's an eye-level oven. You'll have to excuse the state of it. I've never really got around to cleaning it. It was in a bit of a state when I got it. I did get the door a little bit cleaner, but yeah, there you go. Very serviceable. Wouldn't take much to clean that up. I've cooked roast dinners and all sorts on that. Toaster, kettle, pots, pans, they can all stay. I will be taking the wok. I've had that 100 years, so that's going with me. But everything else will stay because, like I say, I'm going to Greece and I can't take it with me. It will cost me more money to export it than it would to keep it on the boat and leave it with the boat. So there we go. There's the first aid kit, fire blanket. Oh, there's another point. I changed all the extinguishers last year, so we've got on the stern you've got one there, you've got another extinguisher here, and then in there is where your heaters are. Now, I fitted the diesel heater 3 or 4 when I brought the boat 3 years ago because the Eberspatcher that's on it was very unreliable. The Eberspatcher is still there. Is still downstairs in the lazarette locker, and you could connect it back up. So that is still in place. I haven't taken that out. And there are another couple of old fire extinguishers I've left because in an emergency, you know. But there's another new one there. So there's 3 fire extinguishers at the back there. Now if we go along here, starboard side of the boat, you've got 2 single berths. Of course, one of them is full of stuff waiting to go to Greece, unfortunately. You'll have to excuse the mess. There's a little captain's chair there that goes out on the aft deck in the summer. Now, there's my old telly, which can stay with the boat. It does work, but it was playing up. Sometimes it wouldn't come on, sometimes it would. And I found it a bit frustrating, so a friend of mine lent me the one I've got now. So that stays with the boat. There's a hanging locker in there. Under the floor here is the whale gulper, which has a switch there because all the sinks in the heads run into a slop tank, which is then pumped out. So that switch there, you can manually switch the whale gulper off. Whale gulper. We have a sink in here, hot and cold running water, a toilet which pumps into a black bag or over the side, either one. At the moment it's pumped in over the side. Got a nice shower. The showers really are quite good actually. you have to be fairly quick because obviously you're not in a house and the tank's not that massive. So in here we have the double bedroom. Very, very big bed, very comfortable. 2 hanging lockers there. There's a mirror behind the door there, and another mains heater for when you're ashore, and another storage cupboard there. In here again, the headliner, as you can see, is starting to come away. I don't think it's a massive job to get that done. I don't think it would be very expensive, but it could do with the headliner replacing in here. I was going to do it, but I've decided that my heart is in Greece, so I'm going to stay there. These Jack Daniels pictures can stay. Those my son did, so they'll be going with me. But everything else in here can stay, apart from the clothes, obviously. In here we have another ensuite, another shower, with a sink with hot and cold running water and storage, and a nice big mirror in there, and lighting. So there you go. She's quite a big boat. She's made a very comfortable liverboard for the last 3 years that I've been here. I'm looking for anything north of the mid-30s, so anything north of 35 grand. We'll buy her, and you get everything that you can see. Because as I say, it's going to cost me more money to export some of the stuff than it's worth, so I was just going to walk off the boat, and whoever buys it gets it. She will be hopefully going over to MDL's yard and being put on hard standing. Paul Singer Yachts, he's a yacht broker. He's aware of the fact that I'm selling it. He hasn't put it on the books yet because he hasn't had time to come down and have a look. Other than that, you'll have to email me or Facebook me, and I will give you all the details. I'll be back to Greece in March, but the A&J Thomas boat builders will have the keys to show people around. Anyway, thanks for watching. Those of you who watch me for the Kefalonia stuff, that's coming soon. Catch you. Have a nice day. Catch you later. So there you go, my home, Sovereign Bay. Like I say, it's with a heavy heart that I sell her, but I need to go forwards, and I can't do that while I've still got bills going out on the boat. She's not expensive to keep here by any means, and it's a very cheap way to live, but if you add that to what else I've got going on in my life, it's not sustainable, so the boat's going to have to go. Now, if you're interested, she does come with every single bit of paperwork going back to when she was first built. I even have, back in the day, Princess, when they built these yachts, because we didn't have the tech we've got now, because all the yachts were spec'd slightly differently, Princess used to type out the spec for your boat, how to find things where things are, how to look after things, etc. I've never seen that, and I've looked at a lot of these Princesses. I have that. I have 2 manuals, which I was going to keep because I'm a marine engineer, but I decided that if I sell the boat, everything's going to go with the boat. I have 2 big, thick manuals like that on the engines. I have all the registrations going back to when she was new, receipts for stuff that was brought for her over the years. There are charts, all sorts of things. The other thing I would say is that under all these lockers, there's loads of stuff that I've built up over the years: stainless screws, nuts, washers, bolts, Jubilee clips, bulbs, you name it, comes with the lot. As I said, it's going to be too expensive for me to take a lot of the stuff out to Greece, so it can stay. There is a toolkit which I was thinking of taking with me, but if I get the right offer, that can stay as well. There's all sorts of things. So if you're interested in a Princess 38 1981 vintage, hit me up, come and see me, and the boat goes sold as seen. Anyway, as I said, I will be back in Greece from March. The boat will probably be over in MDL's yard. If you want to view it, give Paul Singer Yachts a ring. He knows all about the boat, and said he will probably put it on his books. If not, give me a shout. And Jenny and Andy said they'd show people round if it was important. that's about all we've got this week. Next week, I might treat you to a Kefalonia video I've got stashed, so don't give up on me. Hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching. See you soon. Hello YouTubers and followers of the Rudge and all you wonderful people who have subscribed. And if you haven't, then what are you waiting for? Best channel on YouTube, aren't we? Anyway, probably not. Anyway, as you can see, I'm in Argostoli. My Pat sat over there in the bus shelter, ferry shelter, whatever you're going to call it. Lovely day. And we're going to go over on the ferry to Luxury. So I thought I'd share that. I've done it before. But there's your timetables. There's the marina over there. I'm going to go and sit in the shade. So the next thing you'll see is probably the ferry. So there we go, about to leave Argostoli. Just waiting for them to load up now. For your bearings, there's the old bridge, the marina, and the town of Argostoli. All loaded and ready to head out towards Luxury. Oh, looks like we're going back on for something. So it turns out that one of the guys that works on here, somebody come to give him a lift. So they went back in and dropped him off. That's not something you see every day in the UK, is it? Anyway, we're on our way now to the port of Luxury, which is just over there. So here we are, just coming into Luxury now. Letting the front down now so the cars can get off. I don't mess about here, I can tell you. We'll be in docks and the cars will be off before I've had a chance to get down the steps. As you can see, you can sit inside if you want. There's a bar there, but it's only like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. There we go, we're on Luxury soil now, another part of Kefalonia. So we're going to head off to the square now and get a coffee or something. So this is the square. So there's the ferry that we've just come off, getting loaded back up to go back the other way now. They do normally run two and they cross over in the middle, but I think at certain parts of the day they don't do that for some reason. Maybe because there isn't the footfall for it, I don't know. So that was the ferry to Luxury. So, as I said earlier, subscribe, like and share, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, enjoy this one.